Johnny.
Morning.
Good morning. It's Sunday morning. It's the 19th of October 2025 and we're in your home gym at the bottom of the garden.
My man cave.
Your man cave.
My haven.
This is where you come when you want to run away from the world and do some really interesting exercise, yeah?
This is it. This is where I can enjoy hours of fun by myself.
We would normally be out cycling on a Sunday morning, but the forecast today is for rain and more rain. So we went out cycling instead yesterday afternoon in Richmond Park, which actually these days is much nicer on a Saturday than it is on a Sunday. It's not so busy. But you cycled in from here, Malden, to Richmond Park, which is what, 5 or 6 miles?
Just under 5 miles.
5 miles. And then we did about an 11-mile cycle ride around the park.
Yeah.
Or thereabouts. And it was a lovely, lovely autumnal afternoon.
By the time I got home, I'd done 22 miles.
Which is brilliant. You did this cycle ride. I mean, normally to do 22 miles for you is like just a walk in the park. But there's a few things aggravating to try and do 22 miles. And what we're going to do this morning is to have a look at your level of fitness and what's getting in the way of you being able to embrace your Parkinson's and remain fit to be able to play with it rather than fight it.
Compared to 10 years ago, I'm not fit at all. How I was 10 years ago was super fit. Nothing, I could do anything I wanted to. But now things are getting slightly worse with the Parkinson's and things are getting a little bit more of a challenge. Okay. I can still do what I do, work out in the gym, but not to the extreme that I used to be able to do it.
There are 3 external physical issues in addition to your Parkinson's which are stopping you or making you having to treat your body in a different way, and we're going to talk about those this morning and see what can be done, what the options are in order to put you back together again. So if we can just talk first of all about your back. You've had back issues for as long as I know you. They're just getting worse. What are they?
I've had the back problems for about 15, 20 years. And basically it's in my joints in my lumbar vertebrae have sort of like fused together. The facet joints, the spongy bits in the facet joints are sort of worn away. And so it's bone on bone rubbing. It's like the hospital tells me it's like an arthritis. I'm just worn away, just worn out. Extremely painful. Constantly feeling pain all day long, every day. But I've got to keep on.
So for the last X number of years, you've been having injections into your back once every 4 to 6 months, and they have been, from what I remember, something like 23 injections into a particular location on your back?
Well, yeah, it's 2 injections classed as 1 because they have to anaesthetise each joint you're going into. So they put the first injection in to numb the joint. Then the second injection is to actually put the steroid in. So it's 2 injections for 1, basically. And the first ones hurt worse than the second ones because the joint is numb by the time they put the steroid in. So,
right.
So it's not a painkiller. Don't get me wrong. It's not a painkiller. It's to relax the muscle. It's a muscle relaxant, and so it'll only last for as long as it's there for, basically.
Okay, so has been the injections work for about 4 months. And
Yeah.
so every 4 months you need to go back into hospital
Yeah.
for a morning, have the injections, and then come away again, and hopefully
Yeah.
things are where they should be. But in the last couple of years, medicine has moved on, and they're experimenting with other forms of painkillers and treatment, but they haven't been very successful.
No, no.
What's the latest
I
one?
think they've tried everything they can. My last visit was 8 months ago, and all she did was give me, instead of injecting in my spine, she gave me 18 injections over the back, over my complete back, on my shoulders, in my middle of my back and lower back, for the muscle relaxant. So basically, she said that it should work for at least 2 years, but it worked for about 8 weeks.
Okay, so not successful, and you're now 4 months overdue based on past performance
Yeah.
of having something done in order to allow the pain to go away and for you to be able to move more freely.
Yep.
You had a phone meeting with your back consultant on last Monday. How did that end up?
Basically, the conversation went. We've come to dire straits with you because we've tried everything we possibly can to correct your problem. She says, but nothing works. We've given you muscle relaxants, we've given you steroids, we've given you. They've even given me Botox in the back, but none of them work. So she said, what's going to happen is they want to put a stimulator in my back. It'll connect to the muscles that are very, very weak. I don't know how they do it, to be truthful with you.
Okay.
But she didn't realise that I've already got a stimulator in my chest from my brain surgery I had. So then I said to her, look, I've been having these injections for so long. The reason why Dr. Gardner, took me off of them in the first place is because my body was getting used to being treated with this particular steroid, and it wasn't so effective. So, but when they did work at first, they were brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I was very happy. So I said to her, look, that was about 10 years ago. It's out of my system now. Can we not go back to the beginning? And she said, well, yeah, I suppose we could do. So what she wants to do is she wants to give me one more go at giving me these injections in the back. If they worked, hey ho, they'll last for another 5 or 10 years. Just then they'll save me having to have a stimulator put into my back.
Yeah.
Because apparently it does need to have too many.
Okay, fine. So, but we don't have a date yet for when
No.
she will apply these.
Not yet.
And so you're waiting to hear back from her for a diary date.
Yeah. She said that she's a busy, very busy. She's all booked up, unless I wanted somebody else to do it. I've never had anybody else do it, so I wouldn't know what anybody else is like. But what she's doing, she's putting me on the emergency list. So if they have a cancellation, she'll phone me up.
Okay.
So I said to her, look, you can phone me up on the morning of, if you like.
Yeah.
I says, I can just drop tools and just come straight over, no problem whatsoever. So she said, well, that's good to hear. So
Right.
that's how we've left that one.
So it's waiting to hear. So fingers crossed, nothing horrible will happen to your back to put you into spasm
We
between
don't
now
know.
and then.
We
No,
don't
I know.
know, because
That's fingers crossed.
We don't know how or when. I've got spasms in my back for doing nothing. Sitting at the table, go to get up, bang, it feels like someone's just stabbed me in the back, and I drop to the floor. I'm literally paralysed from the waist down. I can't move, I can't breathe, I can't. It takes me 20 minutes to try and get up because I have to move a second, it's pain, and I have to let it die down a bit, then move a little bit more. So it's very, very uncomfortable. and we just don't know how or when
Okay.
it's going to happen.
Okay. All right. Well, look, thank you for that. Let's move on to your waterworks and your bladder. And what is it that is wrong with your bladder?
I've been told 3 weeks ago that I've got an overactive bladder.
Okay. Which means that you're going to pee
Too many times.
too many times in the day. It's a bit of a pain, isn't it?
Yeah, especially if you've got to get up 5 or 6 times a night to have a pee.
Yeah.
You know, and then you go out during the day. You just don't
You
know
don't know
when.
when you're going to be caught short.
No, so they gave me a special card that I can use to go in anywhere and sort of show them the card and say, please can I use your loo?
Okay.
And they've given me a key as well, the golden key, the key of the loo.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I've got an app on my phone. If I'm away anywhere, I just look on my app and it's one of these toilets that
Which is
are
available
locked.
to be unlocked and to be used.
I said to her, because it's only a pee, I can find any tree or alleyway to go into.
Okay, so what are they suggesting they should do to you in order to correct the overactivity in your bladder?
Give me a stimulator in my back.
Really?
Yeah.
Another one, a separate one from the back stimulator?
Yeah, so that'd be 3.
Ooh.
Yeah, and Francesca says, no
Francesca being your
Consult-
neurologist?
Yeah, my neurologist.
Okay.
She's-
Parkinson's neurologist?
Yeah. Anything I have done now, I won't do unless Francesca says so.
Signs it off, yeah. Okay. So that's plan A. Plan B is what? We don't know.
We don't know what
So at the
plan
moment
B
you're
is.
just living with an overactive bladder waiting for a decision to be made which can control it better.
Yeah, I'm waiting for an appointment to go and speak to somebody about it. Everything like this is a protocol to go through. You know, like on my back, I have to have all the injections first. I have to have this first. I have to have that first before they can start speaking about digging into it. Just like when I had my shoulders done, it took 18 months before they actually did surgery on them, because I have to have the steroid injections every 6 months. Have to wait for 6 months to see how they were. Then you have to make another appointment and go through the six-month process again. And then,
Okay.
so we really don't know about...
Patience is a virtue.
Yeah.
So we do understand.
Point is getting annoyed and
No.
upset about it. You just got to wait. I know I'm on the system.
Yeah.
It's just how quickly the system can work.
Okay, so the third issue is your knees. And we're seeing you working your knees very well on this cycling machine.
That's because it's on a very low and I'm not working out at all. Normally I would be going 110 RPM. I'm going 35 at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is wrong with your knees?
The patella, your kneecap, has cartilage underneath it to allow you to... Because if you don't know what a patella is for us, a patella is to stop your leg from going inwards. It can go outwards and bend like so, but it can't go backwards. And that's what the patella does, it stops it from doing that. Okay, now underneath your patella, you have cartilage. And it's a very, very, very common thing. The cartilage wears out and the bone starts rubbing on bone. Well, looking at about a month, 5 weeks ago, I had an appointment with a specialist, and he told me, you've got no cartilage at all.
In both knees?
In both knees.
Okay, and that was based on a scan
MRI.
evidence? MRI, okay. So you need 2 new knees?
Again, waiting for them to get their act together.
Okay.
You know, unfortunately with that, if it's not important, it keeps going back down the line. I've had my appointment put back twice already. So I don't know. It's just when and whenever, like the back, like the bladder. It's just got to wait for them.
Okay. To apply these issues to everyday life, I mean, we meet up once a week normally, we go for a cycle ride. When I meet you in Richmond Park is after you've already cycled 5 miles from Morden, up quite a hill, and you arrive and you're grimacing slightly, but basically you just get on with it.
Yeah.
And you've just cycled that with 2 knees without cartilages, i.e. bone to bone in both knees, and a back that is very sore,
Yeah.
let alone needing to go for a pee at the same
Yeah.
time. We then go on and we normally do a cycle ride of something between 8 and 11 miles, and then you may or may not cycle home. And that is just one event in your day of activity. And every day you do something because you have to remain active in order to be able to put your Parkinson's at bay as best as you can.
Yes, because one of the best things for Parkinson's is activity. As long as your brain and your body is active, you're beating it. And I think I've proven that because I've nearly had it for 20 years. You know, so what people say is, you know, I can't do this, I can't do that. They can if they really put the heart to it. There's days when I'm literally have to drag myself out of the house. You know, my inner body is kicking and screaming, saying, don't do this to me, don't do this to me. But I have to do it. The same with my cycle rides on a Sunday and a Saturday, and I go out sometimes during the week. I really don't want to do it, but when I get back, I'm so glad that I did do it because I feel so much better for doing it. You know, I feel terrible getting on the bike, my knees ache, my back aches, you know, but by the time I get home, they still ache, but I feel so much better physically wise.
And mentally?
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. No problem whatsoever.
We remind ourselves that only 6 weeks ago we were out in Pescara in Italy on the Adriatic coast in order to do a triathlon for Parkinson's and the Italian Parkinson's charity Limpe.
Yeah.
And that was a wonderful event to be part of.
Oh, it was great. I suffered bad for it though, but it was worth it.
Well, that involved you having to swim a quarter of a mile in the Adriatic around 3 buoys, where the bottom half of your body wasn't working.
No, from top upwards I'm fine, but from waist down my legs just don't want to do anything.
So you weren't able to swim the crawl, and therefore you couldn't use the flippers, and you had to therefore do breaststroke, but only using your arms to propel yourself through the water.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be like that. I thought I'd be able to at least, because I've been out here and I've been getting, my legs are as strong as anything, but from knees downwards, nothing whatsoever. My legs just didn't connect with my body, basically. I could feel that they were doing the wrong thing all the time. You know, one leg does that while the other leg does that. You know, it's crazy, absolutely crazy. And that was so hard to do. That was the first thing of the
It's the
triathlon.
first part of the triathlon, and then you come out the water, get changed, and get on a bike and cycle 10 kilometres.
Like a bat out of bloody hell.
Like a bat out of hell, as you certainly proved. And then you come back having done that, and then the third part of the triathlon was to park the bike and go and walk. You're doing the Nordic walk with poles, and that was 5k. Prior to arriving in Pescara in your training, the most that you'd been able to walk with the sticks was 2 kilometres?
3 kilometres round the park.
Okay, that was the maximum that you'd been able to do
Yeah,
because of the Parkinson's.
yeah, because my legs wouldn't have. It was my back and my knees and my Parkinson's all in one thing. You know, you've had enough now, fella. We've got to the park, now you can go home.
Yeah.
But
then you did the 5K without even thinking about it, I think, from the point of view of so many people wanting to talk to you as we walked around, that you forgot the time and you forgot the distance.
well, that's the best thing to do is when you're struggling like I was, especially in the walk. You know, I couldn't speak to anybody while I was swimming, just thinking, God, am I going to do this or not? You know, but in the walk, I was talking to so many people. You completely forget where you are.
Yeah.
You know, didn't have any rocks or potholes to walk on because the roads were so good. So you didn't have to look down, and the roads were so beautifully laid. That was one thing I didn't have to worry about. So I could look forward, look to the right, and not worry about tripping over a boulder or falling down a pothole or something like that.
Yes. Yeah, it was a very, very good event, and we managed to raise some good money for our charity of the event, for us at least, and that was the Neurological Research Foundation, based at St George's Hospital in Tooting, who are brilliant at what they do.
Yes, they've looked after me tremendously. Now it's my turn to pay them back for the good work they've done for me, you know.
So, John, looking forward, we've got the winter coming up now. It is hoped that your knees will be replaced during the winter and into the spring of next year.
There's no
you need
wood
some
in
wood
here
to
to
touch somewhere, but here's some wood. There you go.
Hopefully I can get it. If it works like that, brilliant. You know, but I don't want to go next summer because next summer is when I want to start doing things again.
Yeah, and we want to put together another challenge for you.
Yeah.
To be able to do something, what we call long distance.
I'm fit enough to do it, but I'm not capable.
No. Okay.
You know, my legs just don't want to play the game anymore. You know, I wear very tight knee straps on my knees when I'm cycling out on the street, when I go for walks. But they can only last for as long as.
Yeah.
You know, they can only save me from doing a little bit of stress. But apart from that, I've just got to wait. It's a waiting game, and it's frustrating because there's so much I want to do and I can't do. I can't do it because I'm just not physically capable of doing it.
No, but you will be once these works have been done on you.
There'll be no stopping me then.
Yeah. I mean, this time last year, you were out in Laos and you were cycling around the country.
Yeah.
That
was hard going because my knees weren't good then either.
No.
You know, we were going up mountains and my knees didn't like that at all.
No, they wouldn't. And
it was 8 days of just mountain climbing. It was tough. It was very tough. I got to admit that sometimes I couldn't make it. But hey.
But you still dug deep.
We still did it, and you know, I shan't be beaten. I shall conquer this some way or another.
All right.
One way or another, I will get there. You know, 70 next year, and I'm, you know, what's going to come first, my age or my fitness?
I think your age is going to be of secondary importance to you. I think age is only a number. It's more to do with how you look after yourself and how you motivate yourself.
And how positive you are, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think there's many people as positive as I am at the moment.
No. John, this has been really important. Thank you for sharing your position and your situation. And we'll update everybody once we've got some more news.
Can I stop cycling now?
Yeah, you can stop cycling
now. Oh, thank God for that.
You can cycle backwards if you want. Thanks, mate. All the best.